Have you ever wondered what remarkable stories history textbooks overlooked? Imagine uncovering the most extraordinary events that shaped our world, yet somehow slipped through the cracks of traditional education. Let's journey through time to explore the most incredible historical events you never learned in school. Number 10. The Mao Massacre, 1966 to 76. In 1966, Mao Zedong faced a critical challenge to his leadership following the catastrophic Great Leap Forward and ensuing famine in China. Determined to purify the communist spirit and eliminate perceived threats, Mao launched the Cultural Revolution. What began as a fervent renewal campaign escalated into a nationwide upheaval led by radical youth groups like the Red Guard. Schools were shuttered, temples desecrated, and intellectuals targeted for persecution or worse. Under Mao's directive, anything deemed too Western or contrary to communist ideals was condemned. Even the works of revered figures like William Shakespeare were banned. The Cultural Revolution's impact was catastrophic, ravaging the economy, claiming the lives of millions, and displacing countless more who sought refuge from the turmoil Mao had unleashed. By the time Mao passed away in 1976, the Cultural Revolution had left an indelible mark on China's history, its scars a testament to the extremes of ideological fervor and the human cost of absolute power. Number 9. The Wall Street Attack, 1920. Long before the world knew the horrors of 9/11, a chilling event shook the very heart of New York City. It was a serene September afternoon on Wall Street when chaos suddenly erupted. A carriage, drawn by an eerie silence, halted near the U.S. Assay Office and J.P. Morgan & Co. building. The bustling street, filled with lunchgoers, became a scene of devastation within moments. Without warning, the carriage exploded in a thunderous burst of dynamite, sending deadly shards through the air. In its wake, 38 lives, including that of the horse, were tragically lost, and 143 others were left grievously wounded. The aftermath was haunting. A mystery unsolved, with no one claiming responsibility. Theories abound, but no arrests were ever made. This forgotten chapter in American history continues to intrigue and unsettle, a stark reminder of a past where terror struck unexpectedly, leaving scars that time could not erase. Number 8. The Iranian Revolution, 1978 to 79. In 1978, Iran erupted in a seismic upheaval after decades under Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi's pro-Western rule, fueled by widespread discontent, which intensified after a tragic cinema fire that claimed hundreds of lives. The nation reached a boiling point. Opposition to Pahlavi's regime, accused of ruthless suppression and collusion with foreign powers, found a unifying voice in the exiled cleric Ruhollah Khomeini. Amidst escalating protests and a military crackdown, the revolution unfolded with dramatic speed. Pahlavi, once a formidable figure, fled into exile as Ayatollah Khomeini returned triumphantly to lead Iran into an era of unprecedented political change. His ascension as the first supreme leader marked a radical shift towards conservatism, reshaping the nation's destiny and sparking echoes of defiance across the Middle East. This pivotal moment in history transformed Iran and reverberated globally. Number 7. The Stonewall Riots, 1969. In the heart of 1960s New York, being part of the LGBTQ+ community meant facing constant persecution. Police raids on gay bars, like the infamous Stonewall Inn, were routine, exposing patrons to harassment and arrest. But one night in June 1969, the community fought back. Tired of oppression and inspired by the civil rights movement, LGBTQ+ individuals and allies at Stonewall Inn resisted arrest, sparking days of rioting. This pivotal moment ignited a movement. By 1970, the first Pride marches marked a new era of activism in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, forever altering the fight for LGBTQ+ rights. Number 6. Bacon's Rebellion, 1676. Long before the echoes of the American Revolution reverberated across history, a lesser-known spark ignited in Virginia in 1676. Bacon's Rebellion. Nathaniel Bacon, a fiery colonist and cousin to Governor William Berkeley, grew incensed over high taxes and Berkeley's reluctance to confront Native American settlements. In a bold move, Bacon rallied the diverse militia of white and black individuals, converging on Jamestown and forcing Berkeley to flee amidst flames engulfing the town. Although England eventually dispatched naval forces to quell the uprising, Bacon succumbed to dysentery before their arrival, leaving Berkeley's reputation tarnished. The aftermath saw Berkeley's regained authority, but at a steep cost to his credibility. Number 5. The First Bus Refuser, 1955. Amid the annals of civil rights history, Rosa Parks stands as an icon for refusing to yield her bus seat in 1955. Yet her bravery echoed an earlier, lesser-known act of defiance. Months before Parks, Claudette Colvin, a courageous 15-year-old in Montgomery, Alabama, dared to stay seated on a bus designated for whites. Her defiance led to her arrest and a conviction, but also sparked legal battles that eventually dismantled bus segregation in Alabama. Even earlier, in 1854 New York, Elizabeth Jennings Graham's refusal to vacate a whites-only streetcar set a precedent, culminating in a court victory that desegregated the city's streetcars. Number 4. The English Civil War, 1642–51. England's history with monarchy isn't always a smooth tale. Charles first found himself in repeated clashes with Parliament, igniting a series of conflicts that sparked the English Civil War. Amidst religious tensions between Catholics and Protestants, Charles' attempt to arrest his opponents in the House of Commons in 1642 marked a pivotal moment. This escalated into a trilogy of wars across England, Scotland, and Wales, pitting royalists against parliamentarians. The climax came in 1649 when Charles I was tried, convicted of treason, and publicly executed. Oliver Cromwell's leadership led the parliamentarians to victory by 1651, ushering in the Commonwealth of England until the monarchy's restoration in 1660 under Charles II. Number 3. The Armenian Genocide, 1915–16. Amidst the crumbling Ottoman Empire, the dawn of the 20th century saw the Young Turk Revolution of 1908 raise hopes among Christian Armenians for a brighter future. However, optimism quickly faded as World War I engulfed nations in chaos. Blaming Armenians for their setbacks, Ottoman authorities unleashed a brutal campaign of arrests, deportations, and executions under accusations of betrayal. Families were uprooted from their homes and forced on grueling marches through the Syrian desert, where many succumbed to starvation and exhaustion before reaching makeshift concentration camps. By 1916, an estimated 1 million Armenians had perished in what has since been recognized as one of history's most tragic genocides. Number 2. The Trail of Tears, 1830–40. From the depths of American history emerges a haunting tale known as the Trail of Tears. Triggered by a 1829 gold rush in Georgia, controlled by the Cherokee people, the U.S. government initiated a devastating policy of forced displacement. Between 1830 and 1850, over 100,000 Native Americans from tribes like the Cherokee, Muskogee, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw were uprooted from their ancestral lands in the Deep South. Forced to journey hundreds of miles westward to the Indian Territory beyond the Mississippi, this harrowing exodus marked a tragic chapter in American history. The toll was staggering, with thousands perishing along the way. This era of suffering and loss was sadly punctuated by events like the Wounded Knee Massacre of 1890, where the U.S. Army mercilessly took the lives of over 150 Lakota people in South Dakota. Number 1. Tulsa Race Massacre, 1921. In May 1921, Greenwood, Tulsa's vibrant African-American district, dubbed Black Wall Street, pulsated with prosperity and promise. Yet, beneath this veneer of success, simmered deep-seated racial tensions. The spark that ignited the cataclysm was the wrongful arrest of Dick Rowland, a young black man. Outside the courthouse, tensions erupted into a violent clash between white and black residents. In a harrowing turn, the outnumbered Greenwood community faced deputized white mobs armed with impunity. Over a relentless 18-hour onslaught, fires consumed rooftops and streets ran red with tragedy. In its wake, the devastation left a staggering toll: up to 300 lives lost, 800 injured, and thousands displaced from their homes. This appalling chapter in history lay obscured for decades, shrouded in deliberate silence by contemporary media. Only in recent years has the full scale of this atrocity come to light, illuminating a crucial but overlooked moment in America's past. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of lesser-known historical marvels. If you enjoyed diving into these hidden tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos uncovering the untold stories of our past. Until next time, keep exploring and discovering the wonders of history.